Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Young off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys. But let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. He got 29 yards that time.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Coup for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2-1 possessions. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Young will set to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie. Credit him with the sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Young.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And looking to throw, Penix.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Now Penix.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
To throw again is Penix.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Rondale Moore
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Young to throw it. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Troy Anderson.
fighting down past the 45.
And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Michael Penix, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Ncaa able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Young now. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now Younghoe for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from a safety spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Brooks.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Fighting his way through contact. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Young going to give to Brooks.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Young. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in the evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll throw with Penix. This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Falcons continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we kick.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A play fake. Now Penix.
They've got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
To the air, Penix.
That's complete to Robinson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Ncaa now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Young. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On play action, Young.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here. Here's Young. That is caught by Thielen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here's Brooks.
Shreds the tackle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and goal from the 1. Young off the play fake. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Carter, we read a great article this this week, arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
They'll try it now with Brooks.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they